In less than 12 months, all of this is gonna look like this. You can get this home that you see right here behind me on a 120-foot wide lot on 3/4 of an acre for $450,000. And this isn't the only builder out here. They actually have 2 different builders. And this is the area that we're seeing so many people move to that are wanting more space. If you want a larger acreage community without breaking the bank under $500,000, we're seeing so many people move out to this area. In fact, I just put a client under contract with this builder just last week, and they're building their dream home. They've wanted more space. They're living in a smaller, more congested community, and they really don't want to be right on top of their neighbors. And that's exactly what you get here. In fact, this home sits on a lot that's 120 feet wide. And just for reference, most homes in the $400,000 price range sit on 40-foot wide lots. So that's like 3 times larger. In fact, these are 3/4 of an acre, and you're gonna see as we go on this neighborhood tour today exactly what you can do on 3/4 of an acre with brand new construction homes starting under $500,000. And if you're not sure just how big a 3/4 acre lot is, they are massive. And that is your back property line. These lots are so big that you can fit literally anything you could possibly want to on them. And one of the things that we see out here that is so popular is that you have the ability to build a massive metal shop. Now, some people will use them to store their RVs, boats, you name it, the lawnmowers, but other people are also using them as just big old party hangouts right next to their in-ground pools. You've got so much space out here that the sky really is the limit. And as we check out this neighborhood, I think you're gonna see that there are some really great options when you've got lots that are just this massive. And what's so nice is not only are these lots super deep, but they're also wide enough where you can actually pour driveway and continue to drive around the side of your home to get back into your backyard. And so you really can have your own oasis and do whatever you want with your slice of Texas. And the great part is we have 2 different builders that we're gonna be showing you today that are completely different, that are both building out here in this community under $500,000. Let's go check out our first house. Come on in and check out our first home we're gonna be showing you. This is First America Homes. And like I mentioned, they've got 2 different builders that are building out here, and they build completely different products. And so First America is definitely going to be the more affordable of the 2 options. And as you can see right when you come in here, one, it's very nice and open because you have these larger, wider lots. There's a lot more that you can do with it when it comes to the floor plans and the different configurations. Unlike those tight 40-foot lots we were talking about, you've got the width here. You've got the width to play with, and so you're not restricted by those different lot lines. Now, the other thing I wanna point out is this is a very traditional feeling home. The color palettes are very neutral. It's not that crazy, flashy, modern farmhouse stuff. If that's what you're looking for, you're gonna wanna stick around because we're gonna be showing you another builder here in just a little bit that is going to appeal to that taste. But if you're looking for the more affordable, traditional options with these wider ranch style homes, this is going to be a great option for you. So come on in. As you can see, you got the living room over here with the windows that point out to that massive backyard that we were just showing you. And I don't know if it comes through on camera, but you can barely even see that sign that we were standing by. That's how big these lots really are. Now you've got the kitchen over here. Now they've got the raised kind of bar height countertops over here, and it really kind of separates the kitchen from the rest of the house, but it still gives you those nice sight lines if you had a TV up over in the living room. They're gonna be building a lot of different sized homes. They have 8 different floor plans that you can choose from. And amongst those different floor plans, you're gonna be on the smaller side around 1,800 square feet, but you're gonna be able to go all the way up to around 3,000 square feet. Now the model that we're in right now is a 1-story. It's a 3-bedroom with a study, but you have the option to convert that study into a 4th bedroom. And the largest 1-story is gonna come in right around 2,600 square feet. And they're actually building a new model. So depending on when you watch this, they might even have the new model homes opened. So pretty standard features that you're gonna see in the model are gonna come in the home. So that's what I like about their model home. It is very realistic. You've got this nice luxury vinyl plank flooring. It's got a really real wood look to it, which I like. And then you also have these more traditional style cabinets with the natural wood look as opposed to your painted cabinets. Nice granite countertops and plenty of space. Check out this pantry. This is massive. They know who they're catering to here. One of the reasons you're gonna want a bigger pantry out here is you are a little bit further outside of town. You're about 12 to 15 minutes from your closest grocery store, which really isn't that far when you think about it, but it isn't like some of these other master plan communities where you're right on top of your neighbors, but you can hop in your golf cart and head on up to the grocery store. Back here, you can hop in your buggy and you might be able to find the closest gas station, but you are gonna have about a 12-minute drive to your closest grocery store. Let's head this way. I wanna show you guys the master bedroom first. So this is that primary suite. You can see that the ceilings actually go from 9 feet all the way up to 10 feet tall. So it does have a pretty good ceiling height in the home, and you've got plenty of space in here with the king size bed. You've got a lot of natural light coming in through these windows. Personally think they could probably have added even more, but I think that's gonna be an option in some of their other floor plans. Now, really good size, nice and echoey master bathroom, huge tub. I mean, this is like almost old school. We don't see these very often, but this looks like a two-person tub, I'm just gonna be honest. Dual vanities, you got kind of your own sides, and flipping over here, you do have a full-size walk-in shower, so you're not gonna have to choose between that shower or that tub. Now, this is gonna be your master closet. It's not huge, but given the fact that this really is only about a 2,400 square foot one story that we're in right now, it does seem to make a little bit more sense. Now, they actually have some of the other bedrooms being used in this model home as offices, so it's not quite as glammed up as some of the other models you're used to. Let me set the tone. With First America Homes, you're gonna have a little bit more limited options than Kindle Homes, but it's gonna be more affordable. So depending on what your goals are, you're still gonna have the ability to pick your different floorings, your bricks, your granites, and carpets with First America if you decide to dirt build. Now, if you purchase one of their inventory homes where they've already picked everything out, then that just means that they had their designers pick it and you're just picking something that you're already happy with. So I just wanted to show you guys this. In this specific floor plan, you're gonna have this as an option, as I mentioned, to be a bedroom instead of an office. So if you are wanting a one story but you need 4 bedrooms, you could easily convert this. And then here's the cool part, guys. Check this out. I'm gonna open it. It's gonna be a total mess. But one other thing that I love in here is you can actually get 3-car garages. Now, you can't really see in here because it is full of all of their inventory, but you got a full 3-car garage here, which I think is a non-negotiable if you're going to move out here for more space. And if 3-car garage isn't enough, you can still build that big old metal shop in the back and you can fit 20 cars back there if you want to. Now, they've got this set up as an office, as I mentioned, but this would be your laundry room. So plenty of room for a full-size washer and dryer. And because it's a big one story, you actually have to head all the way over to the other side of the home for the other bedrooms. But let me show you this back patio really quick. You definitely are gonna want a ton of patio space if you're gonna move out here and have a lot that's just this big. And so this is a standard size covered patio. And just for reference, I'm really big. I don't know if that comes through on camera, but I'm a really big dude. And so this is absolutely a massive patio. It makes me look tiny. They've got the gas stub out over here for you to hook up your gas grill or potentially even kind of build out a stone outdoor kitchen. And then they don't have ceiling fans out here, but these are blocked and wired, so you could easily switch out those lights and install those. But part of being out here a little bit further out into the country is you have an insanely low tax rate. This is one of the lowest tax rates you're gonna get for a new construction home anywhere in the entire Houston area. The tax rate here is 1.7%. Yes, you heard me right, 1.7%. And that's because you're not in a municipal utility district. They were able to cut a lot of cost by being further outside of the city limits. You're still within Montgomery County here, but you are outside of the city limits. And so you're gonna pay very, very, very low taxes, which is one of the huge reasons that we're seeing so many people move out here. Now, as I mentioned, they've got these both set up as offices, but just for size references, this is a pretty good sized bedroom, especially for a 2,400 square foot one-story home. Plenty of room for a queen, even a king bed. A king might be a little bit tight in here, but you've got a walk-in closet, you've got a full-size bathroom that you're gonna share, and then you have another bedroom up here as well. This is the 3rd bedroom plus that study. And check out that closet. That's a really good sized closet. Now, right now they're in section 4 of building. You can see over here, they share lots with Kindle Homes, who we're gonna go check out here in just a second. And so any of the blue lots are going to be First America Homes lot options. And so what you can do is you can actually pick one of these that has an inventory home that's already being built. So if you're on a tight timeline, you're gonna be able to just pick one of these and move in immediately. But if you have time to build, you're looking at about 4 to 6 months to finish these homes out here, and you could pick a lot and pick everything out that goes into it. So come back out here and I wanna tell you a little bit more about this builder. Now you're probably wondering about pricing. Well, I did mention this builder is gonna have the most affordable options, but what does that actually look like? Well, if you build their smallest floor plan, which is 1,800 square feet on one of these massive 3/4 acre lots, which is all they currently are offering out here. They used to actually have some larger acreage lots, but not in this current section. Then you're gonna be all in. You can still get underneath $400,000. You can actually get in their 1,800 square foot product right around $390,000. And so if that's your budget, it is worth the drive out here come out here and check it out. Now, if you want one of their larger homes, one of their 3,000 square foot homes, a more common price that you're seeing, even with their largest 3,000 square foot 2-story home, you're still able to get in around the mid 400s to kind of the higher 400s, maybe around $470,000. And that's fully decked out on 3/4 of an acre. And that's exactly kind of what you're seeing in terms of looks and finishes. Now, if you are wanting that more modern look, then you're gonna wanna stick around. We're gonna go check out Kindle Homes here in just one second, but I haven't told you exactly where we are today. We are about 15 minutes east of Conroe, Texas. You're gonna be super closely located next to all of the amazing shopping and all the explosive growth that we've been seeing here in Conroe. You're about 12 minutes from that grocery store that I mentioned, but you're also about 12 to 15 minutes away from everything that Conroe has to offer. And you're also gonna be about 15 minutes away from Willis as well, which is seeing a tremendous amount of growth. And it really is on this north kind of east side of the Conroe Willis area where you're seeing these large acreage communities pop up. Conroe was recently ranked one of the fastest growing cities in the entire country. And with all of that growth came a need for larger acreage communities just outside of the city limits. And that's exactly what this is. And if you're not too familiar with Conroe, Conroe is 45 minutes north of Houston, Texas. And so if you're looking to live out here and you are gonna be commuting into downtown, you're probably gonna be a little over an hour, but you're also going to have pretty good proximity over to Bush Intercontinental Airport at about a 40-minute drive if you're looking to travel quite a bit. But most people aren't looking to commute. Most people are coming out here for the space. They live and work and play locally, and there is a lot to do locally. You've got Lake Conroe, which is an amazing 20,000 acre boatable lake. So if you park your boat in your shop, you're about, I'd say, a 25-minute drive over to Lake Conroe, which isn't bad at all. Or you can actually head further up north, about a 45-minute drive up to Lake Livingston. So now that you know where we are today, let's go check out the other house option here. Now, Kindle Homes is going to be your other building option. And I haven't even told you the name of this neighborhood. We're actually in Deer Pines. Deer Pines is absolutely gorgeous, and it gets its name because of the pines. One of the things that you get out here, not only do you get the space, not only do you get a gorgeous brand new home, but you actually get trees, you get the greenery. Now, depending on which lot you select, some of them may have already been cut, but as we showed you right at the intro of this video, they're actually building this neighborhood in the piney woods of Northeast Texas. And so you have the opportunity to build on a lot and maintain some of that beautiful greenery. Now, this is that kind of front landscape that you'll see when you walk up to the homes here. And what I want you to do is I just want you to notice the width of these homes, because as I mentioned, them being on these 120-foot wide lots, these are wider than some of those massive multi-million-dollar 80-foot products that you see in some of these master plan communities. And one of the benefits of having this width is you got plenty of room to park stuff. You've got a full 3-car garage. You don't have to worry about having those 3-car tandem garages because they're trying to cram them in there. And then, as I mentioned, you can actually continue to pour your driveway around the side of the home in order to get back to your shops for additional parking. And so these are all of the benefits of living out here. And if you actually flip the camera around, I want you to see you actually have really big driveways here. These homes aren't set back 30 feet. They're set back, I don't know, I'd say about 80, 90 feet. And so you've got large front yards as well as these massive backyards. Now, we're gonna get you inside of this house. I'm really excited to show it to you, but we make these videos for you guys, as you know, and so if you're actually interested in what we're showing you here, or really anything here in the entire Houston area, don't be shy, just reach out to us. That's why we do these. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can actually help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Now we are inside of the Kindle Homes model, and this is actually gonna be about the same size as the home next door, but as we walk through, I'm definitely gonna point out the key differences so you can figure out which builder is gonna be better for you. So right whenever you come in this front door, we are inside of a 2,200 square foot, 1-story home, and you immediately have this really nice formal dining area. And I don't know if you noticed it when we were walking out or walking up, but they've got a gorgeous front patio out here too, which is, in my opinion, ideal if you're gonna be out in a larger acreage community to be able to sit out on the front porch and wave to your neighbors, because even though you want your own space, you might want to be a little bit social too. So you've got both options, but this is a really good size formal dining area, and it's actually got a little cut through over into the kitchen, which we'll show you in one second. Now, typically that opening won't be there. That would be completely sheetrocked in, and that would be your 3-car garage, which they're currently using as their sales office. But when you come in the front door, if you head over to the left side, this is actually gonna be your home office. And similar to what we showed you at the model home next door, they've got some of your different, brick and some of your different flooring options. But with Kindle Homes, you actually have the ability to go into Houston to their design center and pick everything out. Now, there's standard features in these homes. They're actually really gorgeous. And as we walk through the home, most of the features you're gonna see come standard. And so what that means is you're not gonna get bait and switched with pricing, which is really important if you're coming out here thinking that you can be in a certain price range. And so look at how wide this home is. This is what I love out here, but it really opens up. And I think my eyes were immediately drawn over to that stone wrapped gas fireplace. It does feel cozy in here. It feels, like a nice kind of more modern farmhouse country cottage. And then you've got the kitchen over here with kind of the high bar top as a natural divider, but you've got a massive kitchen, plenty of room. And not only do you have the formal dining up over there, but you also have kind of your kitchenette space here. But what I loved about the kitchen is just how much space you have in here. A lot of times it's more of like a galley kitchen where you're crammed in between, but I can definitely see this as really a great kitchen for hosting, for Super Bowl parties or holidays. I love that this kind of faces the living room, so you can mount your TV up over there. It's pre-wired, and so you've got a really nice view of the living room, but plenty of counter space for prepping food, hosting, and then as opposed to next door, you can see they went with the painted cabinets. This is an upgraded backsplash and upgraded countertop, but aside from that and the structural upgrade of the fireplace, everything else in here is pretty standard. So this is what you can expect. You've got a really good sized pantry right off of the kitchen, so plenty of space over here. And then this is that cut through that I was talking about that's gonna connect you right over there to the formal dining area. Now, this is one of their smaller homes. They actually start around 1,800 square feet, and they're gonna go all the way up a little bit bigger than next door to 3,200 square feet. So you're gonna have plenty of different options when it comes to that. So as you come through the living room, you're gonna come over here, and this is a 3-bedroom. They've got this bedroom set up as an office. I'm not gonna go in there, it's kind of messy right now. And then they've got this bedroom also set up as an office, but these will give you just kind of an example of the size of the bedrooms over here. The bedrooms are gonna get bigger in the larger homes. This is gonna be that shared full-size bathroom. And then this is interesting. It actually is a connection back up through to the front of the home. You can follow me into that office. But what I like is, even though this is an office, it's got a closet. So it's got a little bit of storage, and it's got the windows out to the front patio, bringing in just a little bit more natural light. But if you come over here to the back of the home, this is really what you're signing up for when you come out this way. You want these massive back patios, and what you really want is you want this view. This is an option for you depending on which lot you select out here. Now, obviously each lot's gonna be unique, but just look at the size of some of these pine trees and you can really get a feel for, I'm just gonna give it a minute, the peace and quiet that you can get when you're out here. You're not in the hustle and bustle, there's no road noise. It's nice and quiet, it really is. And so this is a huge patio. You got the brick columns over here. Now this is a 3-side brick home. The back of it's gonna be hardy plank, which is pretty standard here in this area. And you even have it pre-wired for speakers. So not only can you go to the design center, but when you go to Home Pro, you're gonna have the ability to upgrade. And one of the upgrades is gonna be pre-wiring the entire home for speakers. We could go back in that way, but I'm actually gonna take a little shortcut because I wanna show you a cool feature. So this is actually a door off the patio into the master bedroom. So pretty good sized room. This isn't a king bed, this is a queen size bed, but there's so much room in here, they could have easily fit a king. I think they probably just were working with what they had from the stagers. Pretty windows, once again, it's all about that view. I'm telling you, it's gorgeous out here. Another thing to point out, the ceiling height throughout this home varies, but the lowest ceiling height is still 10 feet tall. You actually had 12-foot ceilings right at the entrance, and then 11, and then it steps down over here to 10. Now, this is gonna be your master bathroom. Once again, plenty of space, not those tight galley bathrooms. Big soaker tub over here, and then an even bigger shower. And what I do appreciate, I don't know if you need it or not, but they've got the little bench inside of the shower. You've got the dual vanities, upgraded quartz countertops, and then the closet over here is gonna be a little bit larger. Still not massive, but once again, this is a 2,200 square foot home. You're gonna be able to build all the way up to 3,200 square feet. Now, I'm gonna take you back into the living room, and I kinda wanna walk you through pricing of Kindle Homes. See, Kindle Homes is actually gonna offer more floor plans than First America. I think they had 8 over there. They actually have 13 different floor plans here. So you're gonna have 7 different 1-story options and 6 different 2-story options. Now, the largest square footage option for a big 1-story, if you want that big ranch style home, is gonna be a 4-bedroom home around 2,600 square feet. But if you need those bigger 2-story family homes, you need more space, you got a bunch of kids, you can go all the way up to 3,200 square feet in their 2-story homes. But here's the cool part. They have amazing base features in their homes that are factored into the pricing of their homes. And so Their homes actually start around $370,000 for their smallest home. Now, the typical client that goes to the design center after talking with the sales guy, they'll typically spend around $30,000 in the design center, maybe to upgrade the flooring or upgrade the countertops, because like most people, when you're given those options, you're gonna wanna upgrade it. But let's just say you're super self-disciplined, you can actually buy a Kindle home out here on 3/4 of an acre lot under $400,000. Now, if you're gonna build their biggest home and you go to the design center and you pick everything out and you upgrade every single option, it's still gonna be very difficult at 3,200 square feet to go over that $500,000 price point. And so you've got a ton of flexibility between all of their different floor plans. They've got tons of lots still available. And here's the cool thing. Right now, they're working through a section of about 50 lots between each builder. They only opened up last month. They've already sold 15 of those lots. Now, I actually know the developer out here, and he was telling me that they do have some sections on down the road, but if you're wanting to capitalize on these gorgeous wooded lots, you're gonna want to jump on this opportunity. So now that you've seen both of the two housing options, leave a comment below. Let us know which one is your favorite. If you were gonna move out here and you were gonna build, which of the two builders would you pick and why? I'm very curious as to which one you would pick. Now, we've told you about both of the builders. You're probably wanting to know a little bit more about the area. Well, good news for you. We actually have a full vlog right here of Conroe. It'll tell you everything you need to know about the area. And maybe you want to know more about acreage communities in this area. Be sure to check out this vlog right here. And as always, we make these videos for you. So if you are thinking of moving here, don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.